How can the benefic planet Jupiter save you from the malefic influence of Saturn in astrology? So, in simple, how can Jupiter save you from the influence of Saturn? So, if you want to know about this secret, let's say you have Saturn placed in Kendras 1, 4, 7, 10 or Lakshmi Sthan 5th house and 9th house, and Saturn is blocking, because Kendra is the pillars of the horoscope. The first house being the health, vitality, personality, confidence, the fourth house being your property, comforts, conveyance, and the seventh house being your marriage, spouse, relationship, and the 10th house being your career, your profession, your work sphere. So if Saturn is influencing these important houses and delaying, or if Saturn is placed in the 5th house or the 9th house, which is the Lakshmi Sthan, so the Kendras are the Vishnu Sthan and the Trikon are the Lakshmi Sthan, right? So if Saturn is blocking these important houses in your chart, then I have good news for you. If Jupiter is placed in conjunction with Saturn, or if Jupiter is aspecting those houses where Saturn is placed, or if Jupiter is aspecting those houses where Saturn is also aspecting, then even though you will face delays and hurdles initially, but later things will come to your favor because of the divine grace of Jupiter. So if you want to know about the secret in detail, then first you have to subscribe to Purab's Universe, because only if you subscribe to Purab's Universe, you get access to such different content. And after watching this video in its entirety, if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you dislike this video, please hit the dislike button, but show me your genuine reaction, guys. So hey guys, what's up? I hope you guys are doing great, and I welcome you back to Purab's Universe. Right guys, so because of the lighting condition, there is a lot of strain coming in my eyes, so I have to wear this temporarily for a few days while making the videos, because this ring light is very bright and it causes disturbance to my eyes, right? So don't mind this, just focus on the content. This is not for show off. So here in this horoscope, you can clearly see that Jupiter is placed in the 12th house of your horoscope, and let's say Saturn is placed in the 2nd house of your horoscope, right? Saturn is placed in the very important 2nd house of finance, family value, your assets, your liquidity, cash holdings, right? And a malefic planet like Saturn, which is the karaka of delay and anxiety and tension and frustration and boundaries, whenever it is placed in the 2nd house, first it will cause financial crunch, financial tight. This Saturn is aspecting the 4th house of property, comforts, liquidity, assets, vehicles, conveyance, peace of mind, parental pleasure, agriculture. That is the 4th house. So this Saturn is aspecting the 4th house of the horoscope, let's say. So you will see that whenever Saturn is placed in the 2nd house and it is aspecting the 4th house with its 3rd aspect, for building your home, for buying your first vehicle, to get properties, to enjoy life, to experience the conveyances of life, like a good house, a comfortable house, good furniture, and traveling in luxury in a comfortable vehicle. All these things are controlled by the 4th house, and Saturn aspecting the 4th house will delay and block these significances. So whenever you will try to construct a house, there will be delay and you won't be able to construct it. Whenever you will try to buy a vehicle, you won't be able to buy a new vehicle at least till you're 33, 34 years, right? And you have to buy maybe a second-hand vehicle. Whenever you will try to deal in property, there will be some sort of delay or some sort of confusion in the property, right? And also it will deny you the love and comforts coming from your parents, especially your mother, because 4th house is your mother. So now that Saturn is blocking this 4th house, right, through the 3rd aspect, check if Jupiter is placed with this Saturn, right? Or check if Jupiter is aspecting this Saturn from the 12th house, because if Jupiter is in the 12th house, it will aspect the 4th house with its 5th aspect. If Jupiter is in the 10th house, it will aspect the 4th house with its 7th aspect, the direct aspect, right? And if Jupiter is in the 8th house here, then Jupiter will aspect the 4th house with its 9th aspect, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if you have this Jupiterian aspect, Jupiter being the divine grace, Jupiter being the Ashirwad, the blessings of the elders, the Pitris, and God Almighty Himself, when Jupiter will aspect, Jupiter will ease out the situation here. You will try to buy a house, Saturn will delay, and then something will happen, and because of that you will be able to buy that house, because Jupiter's fifth aspect is saving grace. Similarly, you will try to buy a vehicle and there will be delays, but Jupiter's aspect will make you lucky in vehicles also, right? So in this way you see, if Jupiter is making a connection either by conjunction with Saturn or through aspect with Saturn, or Jupiter is aspecting that particular house which Saturn is also aspecting, then you are lucky, because Jupiter's saving grace will really help you, right? So let's say this placement of Saturn happens in the very important 5th house of your horoscope, and this Saturn is conjoined with a malefic like Ketu or Rahu, right? So a Rahu Saturn in the 5th house of your horoscope, wherever you will take your chart and show, they will tell you that you will have problems, a lot of problems while planning for child. There will be delays, or maybe there will be miscarriage and everything, and suddenly you will wonder that I didn't have any such problem. I had a smooth sailing procedure for begetting a child. It was all normal for me. Why? Because Jupiter must have been either in the 1st house of your horoscope, and Jupiter might have aspected this 5th house Rahu Saturn, or Jupiter might have been in the 9th house of your horoscope and it would have seen the 5th house with its 9th aspect, right? Or Jupiter might have been in the 11th house and it would have aspected this Rahu Saturn here, directly opposite, with its 7th aspect, right? So consider Jupiter to be like an umbrella, a shield, or let's say a divine light being thrown as a blessing. And wherever Jupiter is placed in your horoscope, and wherever Jupiter will aspect, the houses where it will aspect, irrespective of the malefic influence of Rahu, Ketu or Saturn, or let's say Mars or Sun also, because Sun is also mild malefic, then also it will make you lucky and it will save you. Understood? So I hope this video enlightened you. Remember to subscribe to Purab's Universe, because only if you subscribe you will get such different content and such theatrics. I love you all. This is Purab signing off from Purab's Universe. Adios. Jai Hind. Jai Bharat.